Hello everyone, this is your girl, Sugary Girl Candy 2012, and I'm here to bring you guys some more WWE 2K16 news. Okay, so, I haven't been making any, other WWE 2K16 type of videos because, they have been releasing a whole lot of footage as of lately, aka for the last, past 2 weeks now. But it's basically, been showing the same things, except with different wrestlers and divas and stuff like that. And personally, I just don't see a need, to make a video on just basically the same type of match type. Now, if it were a different match type or, showing something different of the game, then yeah, maybe. But right now, I'm not really too interested in seeing, the same type of match type, just with different wrestlers and divas, because, I already got enough of that. I already know how the gameplay is, and I'm pretty satisfied and sort of okay with it. So, I'm ready for them to show something new. But anyway, what you see on screen is screenshots of last generation, the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So, personally for me, I'm not, at first I was kind of thinking I was going to get it for last gen and new gen, but then I started thinking again, I think it would just be best if I just, maybe, I was going to try to rent first, but I don't know, I'm still freaking deciding, I'm just deciding right now, so I'm not going to say whether I'm going to pre-order, purchase, or whatever the case may be. But let me just say, just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to say purchase. So basically, I had plans of getting both versions, PS3 and PS4, but then I just decided to just do this gen. But just because it might be a waste of money, and then also due to the fact that 2K's treatment with, well, then again, I don't think it's exactly 2K that are working on the last generation version, but regardless of what, the treatment of last generation hasn't been exactly that good, and they are, I understand, the console hardware being 10 years old. But if last generation was going to be treated like this, they could have at least just kept everything that was in WWE 2K14 and just transferred everything over, obviously with the roster. But then again, it might be a little bit impossible, because then it was then said that last generation console also has the same amount of wrestlers and divas as new gen. So, just imagine squeezing all of that, on limited hardware and stuff like that. So, yeah, I guess it would be pretty difficult, I guess. But, the screenshots, in my personal opinion, don't look that bad. Many say they look bad. Obviously, you can't really expect them to do much with 10-year-old hardware. But it doesn't look too bad to me, in my opinion. I think it's pretty good looking for 10-year-old hardware. So if anybody was honestly expecting for these versions to look any better than what they looked last year and the year before that, then you are in a totally different universe, bro. But anyway, let me get on to the next part. So, somebody that I'm sub to, I keep up with a lot of stuff. So it was also, touted, when they were talking about, the customization features and, community creations, and, being able to share your creations and blah, blah, blah. And both new gen and last gen were listing, the same features, about customization, being able to upload a customization, create anything you want, blah, 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 until it got to being able to upload things online on Community Creations, aka CC. So basically, you can upload things on new gen, to CC, but on last generation it wasn't stated, and a lot of us we're coming to the conclusion that it honestly wouldn't be that bit of a surprise if that feature was taken out. But yeah, I mean it wouldn't really be like that big of a surprise if that feature was taken out, considering I guess everything that they're doing thus far. But I mean, I don't know, some of the features that they did take out the game last year was kind of ridiculous, like theme music and some other things, considering that the PS3 and Xbox 360 could pretty much already do all of that stuff. So it was pretty dumb that they took it out last year. I mean, but since they do have a bigger roster and stuff like that, I don't know. I mean, I guess it'll be pretty weird, but I was one of those people that was there, holding it down for for last generation people and stuff like that. I mean, I still do, I'm not going to be an asshole just because I got a PS4 now. I'm not going to be an asshole to last people who own the game. Who are getting the game for last generation, because there are a lot of people that are still being douchebags and stuff like that. But I'm not going to be one of them people and be like, yeah, and talk shit about it and stuff like that. But I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise if this feature was taken out. I mean, well, maybe it would be a bit of a surprise, considering the fact that CC has always been in, a WWE game not up until, goddamn, what the hell wrong with me? CC has been a part of the series since, I want to say 2007 or 8 or stuff like that. So, it would be pretty weird, but at the same time, it wouldn't be surprising considering the features, that's being added to the game. So it's like, but I guess it's just all like a wait and see thing. I mean, 2K have been very, prompt with release of a lot of gameplay footage so far. This is a whole lot that I can say for WWE 2K15 and what the hell we were getting last year. So I'm really hoping though, like, the next things to be revealed or talked about. Well, revealed. Let me say revealed, because I'm a whole believer in being shown than told. So let's just hope that what we see in the next coming weeks are things that we really want to see. I personally want to just see things on creation mode, which what will help ease me, or at least get me just more excited, because right now I'm just like right now, like, even though I haven't been like disappointed, I haven't went on any fuck you 2K rant or anything like that. I just really just really want to see that point. I'm really surprised not many people are asking for this, especially many that are creators. Like, I'm surprised there aren't people asking on more in-depth creation on like belts or arenas or entrances and calls and stuff like that. Like, we know we can create calls, we create divas and stuff like that, but the whole question for me is, how in depth is it? Like, if I just see even a 10-second video or just a picture, from of a slider just going from 0 to 100, that would help ease my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just really hoping that that's the case, and the creation suite has definitely been improved, because we already got confirmation that we're able to use all the items that well, they said divas, but I'm just gonna go on a limb and say superstars as well. So I'm really hoping that I'm just really hoping for a good call system, and I know I'm not the only one that's feeling like that, because I'm the type that like to waste hours on end creating my characters and my calls, and perfecting them to make them look like the vision that I have in my head. So yeah, I mean, at least I can say we finally got some last generation pictures of what the PS3 and 360 version looks like, for the people that were wondering, what the hell it looked like. Not much of a huge change, but at least it's something. But at the same time, I personally don't know how much they can squeeze out of last generation consoles. Many are hoping that WWE 2K16 is the last WWE game to come out for the PS3 and Xbox 360. I'm not gonna say I hope it is, but at the same time, I'm kind of in that. I'm hoping that it is, because it's just really time to move the fuck on. It's time to just make, because a lot of people feel like, with them still making, WWE games for last generation consoles, that it hinders, the PS4 and the Xbox One versions. But I don't know, because if it's a different team making the last generation versions, I don't know if if that directly affects if that directly affects the PS4 and Xbox One versions. But so I'm gonna leave the question of the day at the end of the video, and you guys can personally tell me what you think of these last generation screenshots, and what you personally want to see in the next upcoming weeks of us being shown WWE 2K16 footage and stuff like that. And if you are going to be one of them people that's going to purchase day one, if you're going to pre-order it, or you're going to wait maybe a few days or something like that until you see something that will make you jump for joy, then you'll purchase. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for commenting and subscribing if you did. It's definitely much appreciated. And I will speak to you guys later. Deuces.